Who's the actor that
I'll
Don
fight
Cheadle
anyone who says
replaced in
different.
Iron Man?
What's that?
Who's the actor Don Cheadle replaced in Iron Man?
Oh, fucking light-skinned black man from that Hustle and Flow movie.
Not Cuba Gooding Jr.
No.
Who was the black guy? Terrance Howard.
Terrance Howard.
Yep.
All right. I learned why Terrance Howard got replaced by Don Cheadle. I did not know the backstory. Terrance Howard was well paid. He made like $3 million in that first movie. He was paid much more than Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, he would have been a bigger star.
Iron Man. He was a bigger star, and he also wasn't a big risk. Robert Downey Jr., they weren't sure they wanted to hire him at all because he had all those substance abuse issues, and it was a real risk.
Yeah.
So they got Jr. at a discount, RDJ, maybe, whatever we want to call him.
Sure.
Anyway, Terrance Howard was supposed to have a bigger part, but they left a ton of Terrance Howard footage on the cutting room floor. They didn't like what he did. So then Iron Man 2 comes around, and he's expecting a pay bump because I think he won an Oscar. If not, he won something, or he got Oscar nominated or something like that.
Hustle and Flow. If it was the year around Hustle and Flow, like that did really well, like critically.
So any actor in his position would expect a pay bump, would expect a higher pay raise.
Yeah.
Because his other movies did great, and he's a bigger star, and it's the second one.
And Iron Man did well, and
Iron Man did
he's
well.
a key character.
So he was expecting a pay raise. They gave him a pay cut. They said, we really didn't like what you did last time. You're going to have a smaller role, and you're going to earn less money than you did previously. And Robert Downey Jr., on the other hand, got a big pay raise.
Oh, yeah.
Second one. And that's where the money went. And he's like, I'm not into it. No, I'm not going to take a pay cut. So they got Don Cheadle. And that's what happened there. I never knew.
That was a horrible error.
I knew it was some sort of it was described, the way I saw it described was as like some sort of prima donna stuff where he wanted like special treatment, but sounds like maybe he did like have a point with his negotiation tactics there. And obviously he didn't know that the Marvel thing was about to be like a 27 film
epic
that was going to require his character for like 8 or 9, 10 movies, something like that, where he can make $1 million every movie. It's like
millions probably.
I bet that
and by the
keeps him
end,
awake at
like I'm almost positive that War Machine is about to get their own either movie or TV show. I'm almost positive
that bet against it.
I'm almost positive that's about to be one of those shows.
Is War Machine the character he was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, dude, just fucking. But you can't know. And
no, there's no way.
You gotta be like, come on, man. Like, how are you going to cut my pay when like the movie made millions? Like
the movie did great. His other movie did great. He was nominated or won some award. Those are things that increase your pay.
Oh yeah.
And so he had every expectation to be paid more. But I can see their side too, where they're like, we actually don't like your work and value you very much.
It reminds me of I know Woody's not a big Family Guy watcher, but like there's a later season of Family Guy where they do like flashbacks, like time travel, like seeing the early like poorly animated ones. And Meg's voice in the first season is different than Mila Kunis. And they're like listening to Meg talk in the first season. And Stewie's like, why is Meg's voice so different than now? And and Peter's like, I don't know. Seems like she's about to miss out on a huge opportunity.
So like some young actress is about to mess up a huge career opportunity to me.
Missing an incredible opportunity.
And that's so true though.
It is so true. Family has been going for like fucking how many seasons? 20?
Like being one of those voices, or even better, if you can be like 3 of those voices on like one of those animated shows that does 20 fucking seasons or whatever, is such a good gig.
Do you earn that much? And why is it a good gig?
They make a lot.
They
if it's
need
like
the guy who does like the Simpsons actors, voice actors. I'm sure their pay has fluctuated. I highly doubt that right now they're at their height, but I think at one point they were making enormous amounts of money.
Oh yeah, it's absurd how much.
And they can't be replaced. Like the ones who do like, what is it, Dan Castellaneta or whatever his name is?
Dan Castellaneta, yeah.
Yeah, I think he does like half a dozen voices maybe.
Like what are all his voices?
I know that one woman just basically does Bart, and like a couple
Mia
other-
Kunis gets $2 million a year for Family Guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
She's worth $75 million. Good God, I didn't know.
she's married to Ashton Kutcher.
She gets $250,000 an episode, roughly.
That's a lot of cookies.
She's made $15 million from Family Guy in total. Okay,
That's awesome.
That's pretty good.
Dan Castellaneta from The Simpsons, like he's got to be worth almost $100 million or something insane just for being Homer and a bunch of other characters. But Kyle's right. Like it's the ultimate job security where it's like,
Doesn't
all
matter if you
right,
get old.
this guy Homer, we're going to fire the guy who does Homer. Oh, we can't fire the guy who does Homer, Mr. Burns, Apu, Smithers, the sea captain, like all of these different characters.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean it's one like if he were just a sea captain, for example, you'd be like, we'll find a sea captain. You know what? Yar matey, have a nice day. You know, like, you wouldn't give a fuck. But like when the guy's like, yeah, you know that. Let's look at today's screenplay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm 8 characters today. It's a problem. You
You know why it's
guy.
only me here at the table, Reed? Because this is 10 pages of me talking to myself.
Or if you're just that woman who does Bart Simpson, it's like that needs to sound like the same. That needs to sound like Bart. Like if that sounds different, I'm going to notice.
I think the Bart lady does multiple. I think it's Lisa who only does one.
Is it that hard to switch voice actors? Because I would say the same thing about the people drawing, right? The artist. You're like, oh, it's got to look like this. Yeah, but isn't there a whole host of people who can do it?
You know what
Are
my
they
guess
not-
is? I think that like with a show like this, they're all kind of part of a family, and they all kind of want to like make money together, and it's also it's kind of become that at this point.
Like Friends.
Like
Yeah.
25 years in, like the creators aren't thinking of ways to like save some money by not paying Dan Tana or whatever the fuck his name is. they're like, hey, can we get Dan some more money this year? Like maybe some more Homer episodes.
Yeah. He doesn't even need more Homer episodes. Oh, this one's crusty centered. Well, that's me too.